Mr. Chairman, I thank you. My name is Vasali Rasman. I am a member of Parliament, Uganda Municipality. I am a member of this committee.
He's also a member of the Justice Forum, JEMA. You forgot to add that he's a Salongo. Now, I'll ask the team leader on the other side to introduce himself and the rest of the team, and then we will straight away receive your presentation, and then we'll make it interactive after.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Chair. My name is Michael Kalumba. I am the Chief Executive Officer of the Uganda National Musicians Federation. Honorable Chair and the honorable members of the committee, present before you today are the members of the Uganda National Musicians Federation. The Uganda National Musicians Federation is a nationally recognized umbrella for...
just a second.
Yeah.
You know, these are very important people in this country. I want you to give them an opportunity to introduce themselves.
We have 25 member associations within us. The president and the senior presidential advisor is away on official duties, but on the front line today we have the vice presidents with us. That is Sheebah Karungi.
I will insist that they introduce themselves.
Oh, okay.
Please. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so honored to be here. This is our fight, and I'm sure every musician, every creative is so happy we are here.
Sheebah, in Parliament there are rules of procedure.
Oh, so
when they say introduce yourself,
that is it.
Your introduction.
We are new to this.
Thank you.
Sorry, we'll get there. Sheebah Karungi, Vice President, UNMF. Thank you.
My name is Palaso Pius Mayanja, Vice President, UNMF.
I'm Lillian Babazi, and I am the General Secretary, UNMF.
My name is Mhumza Martin. I'm the Director of Research and Development at UNMF.
My name is Lyonga Uzail, Assistant Director, Research and Development, UNMF.
Yes, my name is Sawanyana Malcolm James, and I'm the Chief Administrative Officer, UNMF. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. My name is Agaba Ezra CJ Champion, Coordinator Western Uganda, and I also work in the Office of the President. Thank you.
My name is Joe Steady, Kampala Central.
My name is Katerega John, and I am the Chairperson, Songwriters Association of Uganda.
My name is Seruga Fred. I'm a member of the Federation UNMF.
My name is Mzira Stephen, Coordinator Central Region and Secretary, Greater Mukono Association.
My name is Ranga Sulaimani Khalifa Haji, board member.
I am Mama Halima Namakula. I am the head of Women Affairs, UNMF.
Thank you very much. Do we still have other members who are supposed to introduce themselves?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm called Morgan Isaac Maganda. I'm the Chairman, Central Musicians Association, Kampala Metro.
Good afternoon, honorables and everybody here. My name is Chibombo Bruno K, and I'm the Chairperson, Mukono Musicians Association.
Yes, Chair.
Enso Muyinda Rama, Research and Development Officer.
Yes, thanks Mr. Chairman and our dear MPs. I'm Coco Finger representing Northern Uganda from the UNMF.
My name is Kemichisha Mariam, known as Lady Mariam Tindatine from Western Uganda, UNMF.
Good afternoon. My name is Raymond Joseph Mugera, aka Ray Signature. I'm on board of UPRS and I'm part of UNMF Mukono. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I guess we've heard all the introductions. We'll hand it over back to you. Now, the purpose of today's meeting is to get your input on the proposed amendments in the law that affects you directly, because this is where you derive your livelihood. We as members of parliament are not exceedingly knowledgeable in this area, but we seek further knowledge from you, the industrial insiders, to enrich this law so that once parliament passes it, it's for the benefit of the people who benefit from the industry. So the purpose of your coming here today is to give us additional knowledge and information in relating to the law. And so we invite you to make your presentation. You may not go verbatim since we have a written document, but we will ask you to highlight the key areas that you feel must be brought to the attention of the members of parliament in their decision making upon this law. So may I invite you to make your presentation, please.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We participated in the nationwide consultations and also we've been in touch with the process. Through the consultations, we made several agitations, what we would like to be included in the law, and we would want, our position would be 100% inclusion, but we also understand their limitations, both procedural and financial. After the draft came out, we've been in touch with the process, and we really ought to find out why some agitations did come out the way we wanted them to. We also understand the process is a long one. Honorable Chair, as direct beneficiaries of this and the receiving end of the act, our humble appeal to your committee and Parliament is to help this community, the musicians, fasten the process rather than derail it. Our colleagues, our earlier colleagues here really were on point in making other agitations. But we have a position as the Uganda National Musicians Federation, because as you had the introductions before you, Honorable Chair, we have an opinion and we are in full support of this bill as it is, and commend the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs for introducing these amendments that address critical gaps in the 2006 law, adapt to technological changes, strengthen revenue sharing mechanisms, improving the regulation of collective management organizations, and align Uganda with the global corporate standards. Honorable Chair, like I noted, we are in full support of the bill as it is, also understanding that there are some eliminations that were made at some levels. I would like to invite my colleague, the Director of Research, to highlight a few observations that we made at the UNMF.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Honorable Chair and members, I thank you again. I'm Martin Muhumza for Research and Development. Like my colleague said, we are in support of the bill as is, but we understand that in most cases laws are passed, and when you read the law, it is very beautiful, but it isn't doing anything. It's not, the implementation is low, and that's why we recommend that we understand that there is rationalization of government and creating of new agencies, authorities is going to be a challenge as of now, but there is already a Directorate of Copyright and Neighboring Rights in URSB. We request or we pray that this committee sees it right to empower it more in the law so that it carries all the responsibilities concerning the copyright protection and everything around copyright. It should have that power from Parliament. It will help because we are not creating a new law for this. It's already there, so we just ride on the resources in URSB, and then we look into staffing it the right way, looking into who should be where, and that will also answer our colleagues' problem of the fear of conflict of interest if we have a directorate working on that. Then another challenge is understanding. A lot of our colleagues don't understand these laws. There's a lot of ambiguity going on. The definitions of these words in these laws, sometimes we don't know, someone doesn't understand what a phonogram is. So we need to have clear interpretation of these words. We shared an annex there of some of the most used words in the creative industry and their definitions, but with your wise counsel, you'll add more or explain more. Another issue we are looking at, we appreciate the fact that for the past 15 years, CRBTs has been just something in the air. No one was regulating it. The telecom companies were doing as they deemed fit. They would imagine the creator of these works was receiving only 1.8% of the revenue collected. But we thank government and colleagues who were part of this, and you, the members of Parliament, for lifting this. At least the percentage is now clear, and we hope that it stays that way, because I'm sure sometimes when you go back to the committees, you reduce. So it's, please either add more or maintain that. Please don't repeal. We love that. We appreciate the enforcement of the digital protection and enforcement in clauses 6, 13b and 17, because the reason why we are all advocating for the amendment of this law is that there is a lot that has come since 2006. New streaming platforms, there's a new domain that has come and it's very busy, the digital content creation, and without the digital protection, those people are just working in the dark and they're losing a lot of money. So we commend you for that. Like Chair said, we are going to be brief. We appreciate the fact that Honorable Basariro has lifted our confidence in mostly the domestication of these treaties, the Berne Convention, WIPO Treaty, and other, the Marrakesh Sheet and others as listed there. Because at the end of the day, we're operating in a global village where you create a song or a film, and in just 2 days it can reach wherever. So if we don't create those reciprocal understandings with the world, that means we are building our own island. And we thank you, Honorable, and your colleagues for this. We hope we continue to support each other on this. Now, back to our colleagues not understanding or knowing what the law is about. We want this law to work, because since 2006, when it was last amended, I don't think it has done much. Yet its provisions would also do some, would protect some rights, but because people didn't even know what it means, we had that gap. So we pray that national sensitizations are done. At least if we can have major 5 or 4 per year, so that our people understand what they're dealing with. Because at the end of the day, we're going to have a lot of, sorry to use the word, noise made. And when you sit with a person complaining, you'll find out that it's just a matter of not understanding why they are arguing. So before we know, we'll have conflicts in court that we don't even know why we are putting them there. So we pray that this be considered. So as we design or as you empower the Directorate of Copyright, this should be one of the major issues. Otherwise, we're not going to regulate anything.
Whose responsibility should that be?
That should be a responsibility of government, because it's your responsibility to make your citizens understand. You'll correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I know. To understand what you are legislating, because creating a law where we don't know, because you guys sit here and make laws every day. A lot of them, the last I checked was about 300 plus. And very few Ugandans know about them, but they are regulating Ugandans. So for this particular one, we request that government creates something that helps us to understand it more. And this awareness will help. We need to create these campaigns and not just creating them the government way, because you know government will come and put something on TV with a man in suit and leaves. But we should understand the environment we are dealing with and how we communicate to them, so that someone doesn't get bored of the copyright story. So yeah, I think that's more of it. The rest proposed definitions in relation to the international practices, and I thank you, Chair and colleagues.
Thank you very much. Do we have anyone who wants to supplement on that? Okay. No one? Oh, there's a hand there.
Thank you, Chair. I would love to thank Mr. Martin Mumuza for the presentation, but would love to get directly to what Honorable Asman Basaya talked about the fear in the registration of contracts.
He hasn't responded to this presentation as yet. Okay. So don't preempt him.
Please.
Any other? Okay. Thank you very much. I'm amazed by the you know, these conflicts always bring us to dig deeper. So you seem to have a divergent opinion on some of the provisions from the Performing Rights Society, right? If I got you clearly. For you, with as for the law as it stands here, except for the few highlights you've made here, like awareness to the beneficiaries of the law. Okay. We have very senior presidential advisors who are also in the industry. Isn't that sufficient awareness? By pulling them closer to government and then they tell others? Can I respond?
Yeah, and for information, one of them is our Muko here in Parliament.
We will have in-laws.
Yeah.
We have quite a number of presidential advisors who are in the industry.
One of them is the Muko in Parliament and also our president at UNMF. But you see, we should not forget that they are also in our industry, they are working. So if they don't have a budget for that, they're not going to send themselves to field to do that.
That's how they should raise it to the appointing authority. But anyway, I get your point. So.